Hi friends, today we'll be talking about what networking means. And yes, this is very deliberate because a lot of us think we know what networking means. But guess what? We don't. And that's why we are scared to even network in the first place. And there are still some people that will come out and say, I'm an introvert, I don't do well with people. And that's why they are not networking. But guess what? Good news. I have something that will change your mindset forever. So, what does networking mean? Networking simply means building relationship. When we are able to look at networking from the sense of building relationship, 90% of the job is already done. So where did the 10% go then? The 10% goes to you actually taking that step to go out to network. That's where the 10% happens, right? But 90% of the job is already done because we already know that to network means we need to build relationship. However, we cannot just know that networking is all about building relationship. We also need to know what to do to be able to build lasting relationship, genuine relationship, and for our networking game to be wonderful. And this is what we'll be talking about in this video. So let's just jump right into it. For us to network, we need to understand that we need to offer value first. Offer value first, and your networking game will be 10 times better. And this will be the basis of everything that I'll be talking about, the value first. Now, there's something about humans that is so fascinating, right? Humans are social beings, and social beings are selfish beings, right? We only care about ourselves. We care about ourselves. We don't care about any other person, right? We don't care. Most of the time, when we see other people and we admire them or something, in deep down in us there is something that we want to get from this person. If you are not getting that, there's something that there is that feeling or that connection that we want to be close to this person, want to be around their circle. So it's on this basis that I can say that human beings are selfish beings, right? But even if you are selfish beings, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't connect. That doesn't mean we shouldn't share love, or we shouldn't want to actually be around people, right? Or we shouldn't give people value. So knowing that we are selfish beings can also help us to be able to network and build better relationships better. And this is where the tricks come along. For every human being that is selfish, all you just have to do is being selfless, because being the opposite of being selfish is being selfless. And how can you be selfless? You can be selfless by thinking of other people first and putting yourself second, right? So this is just the formula for you to network and build better relationship. You need to first offer value first, like what we said in the beginning. And how can you offer value first? Is by thinking of the other person first. So let's take, for instance, you are about to go for an event where you can meet people, where you would like to network with people. The regular way and the normal way people go about it is they just go to event like that, right? When they go to event, they are now scared to even walk up to people and say hello, hi, and introduce themselves. However, there is an easy way to go about things. There are simple, easy steps you can take for you to be better at networking. One way is to research the people that are coming there. What kind of people are coming to this event, right? If you have anybody that you would like to actually connect with among the compare and among English among the guests, you can do a quick study about them. You can do a quick research about them. Check out their pages on Instagram or social media platform. Find out what they like. Do they love pets? Do they love sports? Something that you can bond with them with. When you are able to find this thing, guess what? You are investing your time in them. You are trying to know what do these people like. You understand? So when you understand what these people like, you'll be able to have context. You'll be able to know that, okay, when you speak with this person, you can bond on sports, you can bond on pets, you can bond on so many other things. And that way, the pressure leaves you immediately. Like, the pressure to say I don't know what to talk about leaves you automatically, because why? You have something that you can discuss with them about. Oh, hi Tolu, I was following your page on Instagram recently and I saw that you posted about your dog. and blah 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 blah. Oh, nice dog you have there. Your dog is so cute. I really admire your dog. How long have you had it? Doing that activity alone makes this person makes Tolu or whoever bring down their guard. So let's take it back. I will tell you that human being, because we are selfish people, if you just approach them directly and you are trying to sell them, they would put up a wall. They will put up a wall because they know that you are trying to get something from them, and or you are trying to sell them a service. So human beings don't like to be sold to, right? And because of that activity or that singular act, they'll put up an invisible wall in their mind that you cannot be able to access them. But when they see that you are interested in them, you are not about your selfish gains, that wall automatically disappears, and before you know, people are very free with you, people are easily connecting with you. That is just the secret sauce. Being valued or giving value first, then asking for something else in return. That's just how it works, right? But let's say you don't want to network with the guests, you want to network with people around the event, people that fellow people like you in the event. What can you do to be able to do that and network better? First, it still boils down to the same principle, right? Offer value first, and don't just start selling yourself. Try to know something about this person. You don't necessarily have to come about and tell everybody your life history before you network, right? You don't have to do that. All you just have to do is, first of all, find out how this person is. Oh, how are you doing? You came to the event today. Was there something you learned about this event? What was your take home? This, that. Or, hi, I'm here alone. Do you mind if I join the conversation? Simple things like this can go a long way in making or breaking a good networking session, right? If you don't know these things, if you cannot position yourself to, you know, position yourself well to be findable, you cannot network. You cannot network if you don't position yourself well for people to be able to receive you wholeheartedly. You cannot network, and that's the reason why networking has been very difficult. So, but let's just say you are not going for an event, right? For those that are introverts, you are not going for an event, or you are not going outside, you're not the going out type. There's still a way you can go about it, and that's why social media is here. Social media has broken the barrier of people going out to necessarily make friends, right? You can be at the comfort of your home and make friends or make quality friendship. But if you don't know how to go about it, there's still a problem. You will just be lonely, and they are going to sing that lonely, you are so lonely. They'll sing it for you, right? So, but this is what you can do to network as an introvert in your house. First of all, when you are using social media, all you just have to do is comment beautiful comments. You cannot be coming on social media, you see a post that you like, and you just drop fire emojis. Like, what the hell is that? Fire emojis? The person will notice you quite alright, but that's just where it will end, right? Comment something beautiful. If the person posts something about his dress or his outfit or whatever, oh hi, nice outfit, I love this outfit, oh my god, the color is so popping, and that way the person automatically reads the comment and notice you immediately. And guess what? This is what people like to do. Once you have dropped something beautiful on their comment page, they are going to check your profile. They are going to check, who is this person that even dropped something nice like this? Who is this person that care about me? That way you can be 10 times better than people that are just dropping fire emojis. In fact, me myself, I don't really like fire emojis, and I know why most people feel uh, they need to drop fire emojis, because they are lazy, right? Or maybe they are being forced to. But you should understand that you are the one trying to build a relationship here. You are the one trying to come into this person's circle. So you should be able to position yourself to be findable. And one way to do that, like I said, is commenting beautiful comments on a post, right? You comment. So this what this comment does for you is it gives you soft landing into the person's DM. You cannot just come out of the blues. This person doesn't know you. You just send him a message on Instagram. a DM on his social media platform, how do you think this person is going to respond to you? Especially when you are trying to sell them something. It doesn't make sense, right? So the comment that you are dropping, the hint of comment, you need to follow this person too, because I don't see any reason why you want to connect with somebody and you are not following them in the attention seeking world like as this. Imagine you want to do something with somebody and you are not even following the person to show that okay, oh, this is a sign of me being interested in coming to your space. You did not follow the person, just send the person a DM. You have not even commented on his post over the time and the person has not even noticed you. The person has not even replied your comment. It's just funny. It cannot work that way, right? So being an introvert, this is one practical step that you can take to help you win at networking and building relationship. And when you are building relationship, so long as you are offering value, people will always come and reciprocate, right? People will always come and return the favor. There's something called the law of reciprocity, which says that people want to give to you, or people feel the need to give to you because you have given to them, because you have invested in them. People feel the need to invest in you. People want to return that favor. It's just something like a debt, right? If they have not returned the favor, they will feel unease about themselves. So this law of reciprocity applies in building relationship. You have to first give first. Even if we know that you are selfish, every human being is selfish, but you have to be the opposite. You have to be selfless. You have to put this person's first, right? For you to be able to get the best out of that relationship. And don't get me wrong, this is not manipulation here. It's not manipulation. It's just the law that and the principle that guides this whole thing. Even the Bible says, give and it shall be given to you. Good measures, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will men give unto you. Right? So you have to give first before you receive. I hope this helps somebody out in networking and building solid, beautiful relationship. And I'll see you in the next video. Do well to take care of yourself and bye for now.